Hello my friends, Asoka the Geek here, and for this review we're going to take a look at the new McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse Collector Edition Wonder Woman. So I recently ordered this, or not recently, maybe a few weeks ago, months ago, I don't know, from the McFarlane Toys online store, so I know it's definitely shipping out from there, and it's probably going to be hitting all of the usual suspects pretty soon. So yeah, super stoked for this figure. This is the first really comic book accurate Wonder Woman from McFarlane Toys. Now, there have been other Wonder Woman figures that are technically comic book accurate. There's like the Death Metal one, there's that winter version, things like that were comic book accurate, but this is just a classic, perfect Wonder Woman. Also, I feel like this is the first figure, one of the first figures, to really justify the collector edition branding. And why do I think that? Well, for one thing, the figure itself looks like a brand new sculpt, and it looks fantastic. Just a really beautiful, perfect Wonder Woman. Then it comes with all these accessories, the shield, the sword, the axe, the lasso of truth, and then 2 sets of extra hands. So to me, hey, this is a collector edition figure. Original sculpt, lots of accessories, extra hands. What more could you ask for? So yeah, I am super excited to have this figure. And yeah, without further ado, let's take a look at Wonder Woman. All right, my friends, so here is Wonder Woman outside of the packaging. So as I mentioned, she comes with this lovely axe. A pretty good quality axe, very nicely detailed, I think. Nice gold handle, nice etching inside of the axe, very Amazonian, so there's that. There's a few extra sets of hands, closed fist, open fist. This is probably my least favorite thing about this, is just this lasso. I really loathe lassos like this, because I always lose them. They always get a little messed up. I always have trouble fitting it on the figure. I prefer the solid plastic lasso that just looks like a lasso around that you can just attach to her. But that's literally my only quibble. It's just, you know, I always lose these things or they become like tangled up. So a little minor nitpick there, but there's the lasso. So I guess you can do some fun poses with the lasso if you were so inclined. It'll be nice for action figures photographers to do some posing with this. And it's a good length too, as you can see. You can't really see, but yeah, you could really wrap a bad guy up in this or whatever you're going to do with this lasso. So there's the lasso. There's the trading card with some beautiful, I think, Terry Dodson artwork. Just beautiful, beautiful artwork. There's the base. There's the back of the card. And there we are. And then finally, here is Wonder Woman. So as you can see, she has the DC base with the little extra special silver DC logo on it. I, of course, attached the shield to her and the sword. That's my favorite look of Wonder Woman. That's one of the gripes I had about Wonder Woman 84 was she ditched the shield and the sword. Was, you know, she's a more peaceful character, so she uses her lasso and her tiara. But man, give me a Wonder Woman with a sword and a shield, like freaking, you know, Batman versus Superman Wonder Woman, just going at it with that sword. I just love Wonder Woman with a sword and a shield. To me, that's just a part of her identity. She's a warrior, so she should have a shield. So there's the detailing on the shield. Looks really nice. Really nice shield. Love the gold and the silver there. There's the sword, again, really nicely detailed. I like the length of the sword, and it feels sturdy. Hopefully it won't flop or start to flop, but yeah, there it is there. And yeah, here's the figure. So this is just a perfect quintessential Wonder Woman. I really feel like they spent a lot of time sort of designing this figure and kind of figuring out what's the most like iconic, essential Wonder Woman. I love what they landed on. This is a very classic Wonder Woman with more of the bikini suit that she's very well known for. I think nowadays she sports more of the armor skirt, which I do like as well. Hopefully we'll get a version of that. I'm sure we will. But to me, this is a perfect any era Wonder Woman. This is going to fit great with like a JLA, Grant Morrison JLA and Howard Porter JLA. But really any era of Wonder Woman, this is pretty accurate. So, and then taking a closer look at the figure, love the gold they used for the emblem. You can see the red between it. there. There's like the belt area, the stars on the bottom section. The red area is more of an armor piece. Looks like, you know, something from like a movie or something, like an armored look instead of just kind of painted directly on. Love the bracelets, look good. There are the boots. Again, very classic Wonder Woman boots. And then the head sculpt. It's just a great head sculpt. Doesn't remind me of any specific Wonder Woman or look from the comic, but it looks like Wonder Woman. I love the tiara. The face looks great. It looks fierce. The hair looks awesome. Look at that. Look at the hair. Let's see a little range of motion there with the head. The hair does, of course, prevent it from looking up too much, but you know, you're going to sacrifice a little bit to get that lovely hair. And the figure itself, you know, usual McFarlane articulation, but she moves around really nicely given that she doesn't have a ton of armor or anything like that. You can't bend her at all at the waist. So, actually, no, you can right there. I guess where it connects at the hip, so you can give her some poses like that. But I think the amazing action figure photographers out there are going to have a great time posing her and creating some lovely imagery with Wonder Woman. And yeah, I'm just stoked that we have this. I know it took a few years to get a comic book accurate Wonder Woman. I think it's worth the wait. You know, it's a great figure, and I haven't done any height comparisons yet, and I'm going to do that in a moment, but really curious to see how she's going to fit with like a comic book looking Justice League. So yeah, without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at Wonder Woman next to the McFarlane Justice League. All right, my friends, so here's Wonder Woman next to a few of her Justice League counterparts. So this is really hard to set up, honestly. Batman's cape wasn't cooperating, knocking over the figures. Superman's cape was not working well, hitting Batman's cape. So it took me a few minutes to set this up, and I apologize, it doesn't look perfect. I'll do more of these sort of group shots on my Instagram as always, but there she is. She definitely is taller. She scales really nicely with that Batman. That's using the Batman Three Jokers body, which has also been used for, like, I think the Hush Batman. Used a few times. Great body, but it's definitely on the larger side. So she looks great next to Batman. Superman, that's like the third Superman I tried. That's the Hush Superman. Also tried the Action Comics 1000 Superman and the recently released Mullet Superman, and they all were shorter than Wonder Woman, which is okay. Wonder Woman is an Amazon, but obviously I would like at least Batman and Superman to be around the same height and, you know, comparable to Wonder Woman. So there's that. Listen, I am not a stickler on height. When you're making figures like these, you're always using different artist interpretations, different sculptors. I know a lot of folks would love all of these to be perfectly in scale, but I mean, going back to DC Direct, DC Collectibles, Mattel, it was all over the place, you know? So yeah, I would love, I think when you decide on a specific artist style and do like a series in that style, you have a better chance of getting all of them in the same height. Like I remember when DC Direct used to do like the Ed McGuinness line, for example, that we were talking on the Infinite Hour about last night. You know, those were all scaled really nicely because they were all done pretty much using the same body, same style, and even the Greg Capullo line from DC Collectibles was really nicely scaled because, again, it was all these same artists, sculptors, and whatnot. Suffice it to say, definitely would like a Superman that was around the same height as Wonder Woman, or at least closer. And Martian Manhunter, no argument there. He should have been taller. So I hope we do get a updated Martian Manhunter with the appropriate height. But other than that, look at this. Here is, I know this isn't exactly the Grant Morrison, Howard Porter Lee, because Wally didn't wear that costume. Aquaman had the old harpoon hand. Superman, this is pretty accurate. He did end up kind of reverting back to that look at some point. And man, you can just really see the difference. And let's see. Okay, Aquaman's good. We're going to lose him, but there he goes. Okay, so this Superman, I really like this Superman, but looks a little Edward Cullen, a little vampire-esque with his pale skin. Compare that to this Wonder Woman, and you can really just see the different in the paint application there on the skin. I love her skin tones. Love the different variations in the skin tone. So really hope we get a more updated Superman, a little taller one that has a skin tone similar to that. Still like this figure a lot, but you're going to see with this Wonder Woman how much effort they put into this, just with the flesh tones and everything. So yeah, there it is, guys. There's a look at the new collector edition Wonder Woman. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I also highly recommend ordering this as soon as possible. You know, figures I think like her or this one are going to become rare. Like Bane, for example, super pricey now to get on the, you know, secondary market. Wonder Woman is one figure that everyone's been climbing for, so try to get it as soon as you can if you're able to, just so you don't have to end up spending a lot more down the road. But I'm sure we're going to get a few different variations of this figure eventually, like again with the skirt or different looks. So I'm looking forward to that. I would like a few more different Wonder Womans. This is such a great mold. You should reuse it. All right, my friends, that's about it for this review. If you enjoyed what you saw, please consider subscribing. And thanks for watching. Have a great day.